Hey everyone, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. Welcome. How are you all doing? Miss Kalua is right here next to me, as you can hear her. I have just a small opening that I would like to do from an order from Michaels. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome to anybody new. This was purchased with a gift card that was given to me so that I could get things that I would need. So this is part of the order here. The rest came earlier, and because I had to start on the project that I had to get the yarn for, I've already opened the yarn, but I will show you that because it is also sitting here. Part of it stuck to the project already, and which I can't show because it is a project for a tester. I needed to get it started because I also still need to get my daughter's amigurumi done that I'm going to make her for her birthday. And her birthday is the 30th. So I need to get moving. I'm going to go back and forth. It looks like the pattern that I am testing is one of those, once you get it down, you can sit and watch TV. So I wanted to get it started so that when I do sit down to relax to watch TV, I can just work on it. Or when I do the chat and crochet with me's. But during the day when I need to study and have my full alert brain, that is the best time for me to do amigurumis. Unless I'm on a part that is very easy, to do. So like once you're working on the head and you know how many rows, how the increases go, how many rows to increase and when to stop and all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, on to my Michaels. My Michaels that just came today. Order. Yeah. Again, this is more like Happy Mail. So my Happy Mail from Michaels, because my friend gave me as Happy Mail, because I met her off of the channel. She's now a pretty good friend because we've gotten to know each other from the crocheting chats. My friend Donna sent me as Happy Mail. As I keep saying that over and over. Um, Gift certificate to Michael's and one to Joanne's. And the stuff from Joanne's should be here tomorrow. We were talking and she asked me what I needed, and I told her that I needed some yarn for the testing thing, which she happens to be testing the same exact pattern, which is pretty cool. We're both in the same tester group, and both said, yes, we would like to test this. And then that I also wanted to make stitch markers, which I have some stitch markers sitting over here that I made, but I can't really show them to you guys yet because I have glue that I need to glue them with. I was told, off on a tangent here, I was told that if you glue the jump rings together, once you get them as close as you can glue them, and it helps smooth them out for one to not snag, and it also keeps them together. And I had never heard of that before. And I was sitting here trying to make a stitch marker with Donna and who else was in that crochet with me? I think it was Spring was in there. And Spring was like, well, use glue. And she showed me some glue. And I was like, I'd never heard of that before. So when I was going through my stuff yesterday, let me see if I can find it because I know it's here because I plan on using it at any minute to glue those. Oh my goodness, not if I can't find it. There's beads. I used quite a few of those. Oh, I'm not going to find it. I have to find it because I have to use it. This has been my life the last 2 days. I find something, I need it, I set it somewhere so it's out of my way. Then out of my way ends up being completely out of my way because I completely cannot find it. Check back here. No, not there. Had to have fallen somewhere. Anyway, it's called something 600. And she told me, you know, make sure that it's good for metal. And it says on it that it's good for metal. Let me see, did I put this on top of it? That could be. Nope, again, not finding it. I had it right here. I'm telling you. It was right here. One spot, and then I am done looking for now. It's all my bead making stuff. I found it after. Anyway, I was going to go ahead and there it is. No wonder why I couldn't find it. It was on top of my end table, which is so full of mail and stuff. I have to go through it and get rid of what I don't need. It's sitting right there. E600. Somebody told me to get this to help with some reason. I can't remember. Maybe she did tell me it was for jewelry, and maybe that's why I got it. It was a friend of mine who actually makes jewelry and things. I think it was to help repair glass or something. I can't remember, but I bought it right away, and that was like last year, and I've had it sitting here, and I have not used it for anything. So I'm going to use that to put on the jump rings where they go together, and so that hopefully nobody else ever gets any homemade stitch markers like from me that fall apart. I have bought a couple of them off of Etsy and from different people, and I'm not going to tell you their names because they did fantastic quality work, and I knew how to put it back together because I've worked with jewelry. But oh no, actually, this one wasn't. Was it from Etsy? It might have been from my knit crate. No, it was from somebody from Etsy. I have two of them. Yeah, but I saw that the stone fell off because I found it on the floor, and then I saw the where the jump ring it open, and all I did was put it back on and close it back up, and it's been fine. It's stayed on ever since then. So yeah, and then I had some other ones that I bought from a store, from a crochet store. That one of them fell apart. Now that one I couldn't find the rest for, so it's just apart, which is kind of sad to me. But I have more. They were sweaters, but they're kind of big. They're like the ugly sweaters for Christmas. They're kind of big, so I don't use them that often. Anyway, back to my Happy Mail. I got Bernat Softy Baby. And you guys have seen this before. I'm using this on the baby blanket that I am making that I've shown you. And I should be done with, but I keep starting other things. I need to hurry up and get it finished and send it to my niece before she has her second baby, which she is going to be due with here in like the next 5 months. So yeah, I need to get that to her. But I'm sure none of you have ever done that, right? Yeah. Softy Baby Bernat. This is a size 3, and it is called Gray Merle. And let's see, it's supposed to be used with, it suggests a 4mm hook. I'm using it for a shawl. I'm using an eye hook and 4mm knitting needles. Now I will show you because I'm not going to show you what I've actually started on for this pattern, but this is what I'm pairing it with. And this is Ice Cream Yarn, Big Scoop, which is also a 3-weight. And they're actually pairing together really well. And this one says, what does it say to use? It also says to use an H. That kind of floored me, using an H for a 3, because normally they usually say like a G. So anyway, there's that. And then this is the one I'm excited to look into. This one I wish I had yesterday when I was actually making the stitch markers. But there will be more stitch markers to be made in my near future. I had so much fun making those yesterday, and I was multitasking because I've been doing this crochet summit. So as I was watching the presenters, I was I just feel like there's nothing else in here, and I know there is. Here we go. And I was, as I said, I was multitasking. What all is in here? Because this is thicker than Michael's invoice. There is one invoice, two invoices. There's two invoices here. Must have to be because how they, I don't know where they had to pick them up. I don't know. But I think these are all in here. So look and see what is here. First thing, which is probably the most boring part, and it would have been nice to have these yesterday because I did have some beads that had gold around them, but all I had was the silver leverbacks, and they're larger than this. I like this is the size that I really like. I will show you one that I made from yesterday. I made this darling, darling kitty. It's one of the charms that my daughter gave me. It's the one that has gold around the kitty, but it's on a silver clasp. I've had it hanging from a tray, so. And then I added the little pink bead, and I used gold there because I had gold jump rings, and I figured I'll mainly order silver, so I'd use the gold jump rings when I can. But this one here is Riverback Earrings, premium metals, and it's mixed metals. So you have silver and the gold, and then I think they call this lucite, maybe? I can't remember, but this is the color that I was ordering everything in. So not actually the silver and not the gold, but it's not saying here. Just premium metals. And it's a total of 24 pieces. So that means I have 8 of each one. And if I go as quickly as I did yesterday, I'm going to go through these rather quickly. So I need to get some more of those. Yeah, quicker than I thought I would. This, I have the head pins that have the little beads on the bottom of them already. So that way, when I put the beads on top of it, it'll look like it has a little like silver bead under it. I like that better than getting the flat ones. And I didn't think I really needed the eye ones right now because I wasn't planning on hanging beads from another charmer bead, but I kind of liked how it looked on the cats, so I did it with the cats yesterday because they were perfect for that. But yeah, this is just the bead head pins. I have 90 of those. Yeah, I need to get some more of the other. Bead galleries. Bead gallery, multicolor metal plated head beads. Got that. What I just showed you. And I want to go in the order of what it says there. So that's not anything right here. Those are over here. Oh, wrong. These. Look at these. I had to get these. Little paws. Little paws. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 paws. And those are good for little kitties or little doggies. So if you like one or the other, I've got something for you. And then I got, what else do they have? What's next on here? Metals, mixed leverback earrings, bead gallery, silver plated, carved heart. Here are the hearts. I fell in love with those the minute I saw them. There were some beaded hearts I wanted to get to that look like, that were made out of a white, either bead material or they're made out of like a white stone that I wanted to get, but these won out. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, that was the heart beads. And then it's got these little daisy beads, different colors. You can see them okay. I didn't want to take them out of the bag yet. I don't want to take that extra time right now. But there is like pink ones and silver ones. So like rose gold and silver. Pretty, pretty. And then I have, these are called taupe potato beads. Stop. I love like the natural beads. There were some seed beads that I left on there too. Because I also know that if I can get my husband to take me to like Hobby Lobby on their 50% off week, I can get beads and things a lot cheaper. Well, I don't know what their regular price is, so I don't know about a lot cheaper, but cheaper than at Michael's. Now, some of these were already on sale, plus I got the 20% off from the sale. And then I got these hearts. Multicolored plated hearts. Oops. Let me turn that off. They have little sayings on them. I think they say handmade by. Made with love. That's what they say. They all say made with love. So I like that they said made with love. And these you get the 3 different metals, I think. You have silver, although I think it's brass that are on these. Silver and brass. I think in that lucite color. That's not, it's a little bit darker than regular silver. So yeah, that's what I got. And I am so excited. And I cannot wait to show you what I get from Joann's because there's more beads and there's more yarn. And I cannot wait to work with all these. Now, I wish I would have realized that I needed to get 2 packages of the leverbacks, but I will learn. And there are some on Amazon that I can get there. Just a reminder, I am an affiliate. I am not an approved affiliate on Amazon yet. I am, oh, it's not in training. I am in a testing process, I guess, and I have to have like 8 orders within, I can't remember if it was 60 or 90 days, but I know I'm getting close to the end, and I have not had anybody order off an affiliate link yet. So, the one thing that is different with their affiliate is you cannot just put a broad Amazon affiliate link in like I can with Furls, which I have had some people use. Thank you very, very much. Or with Crochet, and I know that I've had some use on that one too. So, and thank you very much from there if you've happened to use that. Or like with even Knit Crate, which that's not an affiliate link, that's a referral code. I've had somebody use that, and I greatly thank you for that. I hope you're enjoying your subscription. I love mine so, so much. But yeah, so if anybody would, if you want anything, I mean, if you're going to order anything off of Amazon, and if you don't mind that I get a small percentage from the fact that you are ordering and it doesn't add or take away from your price, just let me know and I can find you a link to something that you want to buy. If you send me the item that you want to buy, I can pull it up and get that link and send it back to you as an affiliate link. All I need is 8 people so that I qualify. And then, of course, after that, I will need to keep going. I'm not allowed. family's not allowed. Although I don't know how they would find out if my family has. I should probably remind my daughter. Um, but she does have the same last name, so that may not work very well. Um, family and friends are not allowed from what it says. So that's why I really haven't gone to my daughter and said, hey, I know you order from Amazon sometimes because she does have the same last name. And I would never lie and say she's not my family. So, um, with that said, I want to thank all of you guys for the amazing, amazing, amazing comments that I have received. You've had me in tears, I tell you. Um, oh, you guys got me on my last live and on my last video. Comments that I have received have all been positive and great, and you guys you're just amazing. That's all I can say. I needed the lift up the last couple days, and you have truly lifted me up. I fell the other day, wearing slippers outside without shoes on, so they're not as not shoes on. What do I mean shoes? Without socks on, so they weren't as tight on as they normally are when I have socks. And I was coming in the door, and you know that metal plate on the bottom, the front got stuck underneath that little lip, and boom, I went down. And when you have chronic pain and you have a fall, that's not good. Uh, I did okay the first place, but also being a massage therapist, I know the pain comes the second day. It doesn't always get here the first day. I dealt with the original jolt pain, but then the muscle pain and everything came day two. So I've tried to do self massage and things, but it's not quite working. So, all of a sudden, like I said, I made these stitch markers yesterday when I was listening to a free summit that I have been watching. It's put on by Pam Grice, the crochetpreneur. If you've ever heard of her, this is my second year doing the summit. But last year I actually purchased her program to how to basically get out there and make a business with crochet. So I really haven't gotten deep into the program. And I'm like, yeah, I had to been having to pay for it every month, but it's a lifetime program. So yes, I didn't do much with it last year, but I was finishing my tech editing class. So I will get into it more this year, starting after May 30th, because I've got too much to do before my daughter's birthday. This month I had already said, making Mother's Day gift, making my daughter's gift, and then I added on a tech edit thing, not a tech edit, but a crochet edit tester thing. But that's not due until the middle of next month. So I'm okay with that. And plus, I'm going to make something for my dad for Father's Day. So, and that's the yarn that I'm waiting for from Joann's. But it's also made with a bulky yarn, so it should be done pretty quickly, except for there's some appliques to make to put on it. So I'm excited about this one. I'm really excited. Do you think that I found something that my dad will like that I can actually crochet? Yes, that's exciting. I don't really have to make anything for my husband because now that our daughter is grown, we don't buy for each other for Mother's and Father's Day. He says it's up to the children, so it's up to our daughter. So I don't really buy for him now. He didn't get anything for me for Mother's Day, so it's hard enough to take care of him for his birthday and Christmas. But yeah, I was saying your comments. Well needed. I went down. I was making the stitch markers yesterday. That's what I was saying. And then all of a sudden, he made dinner. I was so thrilled. I had made it the night before and I had hurt myself more because I'm normally in pain when I make dinner and I have to be careful. I was in double the pain because of the aftermath of the fall. So it was a couple days later and the pain has just been growing a little bit more, even though I've tried to do some self-massage. I can't self-massage my back, unfortunately. Um, So I have a hard time standing at the stove to make dinner. I made salmon patties, which turned out pretty decent, except for they ended up being a little too dry. I made them in the air air fryer and left them in just a little too long. I think I'm pretty good on knowing what to do next time. And I made macaroni and cheese and I made peas. And then I came in here and I sat down and I wasn't going to tell you guys all about this because it's pretty embarrassing. But as I sat down, I put my plate over here on the arm. I do that every time I have a plate. I come in here, I set it on the arm, I grab my computer, and I sit back where I normally am when I'm talking to you guys. So I'm not slumped over like this, like I am right now. But right now I need this because I've been sitting up watching the summit and I'm hurting that way. So I've moved to this. Anyway, I had it here. I sat back. My hand went down. I thought it was on this side of the plate, but it hit just the edge of the plate. It went up. It flipped. Everything. I had already had a couple bites, so thank goodness of that. I guess one bite less of peas, but the peas just went everywhere. I already told my daughter, I said, if you come over to visit and you happen to find a pea in the front room, it's because mommy was a klutz. Took me quite a while, but I finally got it picked up, and bending over was not a good thing. I mean, I couldn't even move right after it happened. My husband had to come and move this the laptop away. Thank goodness he was here to help me with that, or I would have had a bigger mess. Needless to say, everything that was on the couch needs to be laundered, and since I sleep on the couch most of the time right now because I need this for support on my back, I had to find sheets to put on the couch because I had been using blankets and now I don't have any blankets left. And now it's gotten cold out again. So I did get flannel sheets and I did find one blanket that I was given this last Christmas, but it's with material that I can't touch very well. So I'd put it at the end for the cats to lay on and they keep like moving that one off. I don't know if it's too new for them or what. So they haven't really used it. So I am using it as long as I touch it like through the, but I love it because it's a kitty cat. Here, let me see if I can show you. It's right here. And the more it gets used, the less it has that fluffy. But I mean, yeah, I'm still feeling it. That's like, ugh, it's taken the. But I love it so much I can't get rid of it and give it to somebody else because it's kitty cats. Isn't that just cute? It's 3 kitties. Can't get rid of the kitties. And then yesterday we tried to take stray cats that are outside that we've been feeding. The one we think may have gotten pregnant. We wanted to take them to animal control to get their chips read because we can't put in a lost report until we know what if they have chips or not. At least they don't want you to until you know if they have chips or not. And I'm about ready just to put the found reports in without knowing. Husband doesn't quite think sometimes, and this is not me bashing him or anything, when it comes to putting cats in carriers. Most cats are scared. I don't know if he thought maybe these weren't because they've been outside, but we did think they were abandoned. So, which means at some point in time, they may have gone back and forth to the vet in a carrier. He tried to pick them both up and then put one in the carrier while he was holding the other. No. So I'm coming out with the carrier. Tried to pick up Little Bit, the one that we think is pregnant, but she went over to nudge against his leg because he came outside. So he picked her up first. I thought he was going to hand her to me, but no, he tried to pick up the one that's twice her size then and put that one in the carrier. It was like, well, you should have at least tried Little Bit first if you're going to try withholding both. It turned out really, really bad. I went to sit down in the chair out there. I was wearing my favorite top. My favorite top. And I'm only going to show this because I need to ask for help on how to fix it. It's my favorite top, which is the nice stretchy material. 3/4 sleeves that are down in here. But he tried, once I got the little one, and because the big one was already fighting because he realized that he was trying to get him in the cat carrier. And he was trying to put him in backwards at that point. The cat got the best of him, and he sprang down to the porch. And Little Bit had been fine this whole entire time. She wasn't squirming. She wasn't trying to get out of my grasp. She squirmed once when she had saw the, and I'm pointing backwards because they were behind me, when she saw the cat carriers, which this is Halford, by the way. For those of you who have never seen Halford, this is Halford. Um, and as soon as he hit the porch ground and reared, she reared up, scratched me. I have scratches all over my arms, here. He didn't want me to take care of his scratches afterwards, but I said yes, because they're outdoor cats. You don't know what's in their claws. So he let me clean them out. Cleaning out mine, I just wanted to scream because it hurt so. So I was dealing with, I had had a fall. 2 nights later, I made dinner and I had to stand at the stove a lot longer than normal. And then last night, I got scratched up by the cat and I was already in pain. Okay, bad day, yeah. So I sat down watching the summit, replays of the summit and stuff that was going on, because it was actually earlier. That all happened in the morning. I was up early for a doctor's appointment yesterday. So that all happened in the morning. My schedule got turned back to where it should be. And it needs to stay that way because I have an appointment now tomorrow morning. And watched the summit and everything, made all these. He made dinner, which I was really happy for. And I was hungry and I didn't know what he was making, but it was smelling good. Well, it turns out that he made chicken fried rice, and I love chicken fried rice. We have Trader Joe's. If you don't know this, in their frozen section, if you have a Trader Joe's, ours is new to us, and all we have is a teeny tiny one. I know that they have ones that are like twice the size because I've been to them in Ohio when I was visiting my friend years ago now. It's at least 4 years ago when her son was born. But Trader Joe's in their frozen section has some amazing vegetable fried rice, and it's completely vegan. So we usually pick up at least two, one for us and one for my daughter, when we go. And this one had been in there for a while, and I told him how much I wanted it, and I was gonna make it to go with the salmon, and then we were like, no, because he got mac and cheese for when I did that. So I said, okay, I'll do the mac and cheese, and I'll do the green peas, which is what my mom always made when she made. So he made the fried rice because he knew I was wanting it, and it was smelling so good. Hard time eating regular chicken and stuff, so it has to be cut up real small. So he cut up chicken breast really, really tiny, put it in there, and then right before it was time to eat, all of a sudden I got this horrendous pain that started in my knee, my right knee, and went up to my back, and I just screamed. I'm in here to make sure I was okay. Yeah, I'm just in pain. I was stuck. I was like here, like this, and I could literally not move for about 4 or 5 minutes. So then I think it was only around like maybe 8 o'clock. It might have even still been like 7:30. I don't know, but it was early for me. I got up to use the restroom and I could barely move. I can't even remember if I got some hot tea or if I think, no, I just got another bottle of G2 to put in here. It's getting hard for us to find G2, so I hope they're not discontinuing it. My doctor likes me to have it because I need all of the electrolytes in it, and he likes it when I'm for when I'm sick, because you still need a little bit of sugar and when you're hardly eating anything. So he tells me he wants me to do the G2 and not the G0, and it's getting harder to find this, at least at the store we shop at. So anyway, I digress again. Squirrel moment, sorry. um, I was in so much pain. I was like, okay, I need to take a muscle relaxer, and that's what I did. I took a muscle relaxer and I went to bed. I could not stay awake any longer. Well, I couldn't handle the pain any longer. I knew I needed the muscle relaxer, and I knew the muscle relaxer was going to put me out. And I had like 2 people from the summit who were trying to help me get some tech edit jobs. And I was like, sorry, I can't do this tonight. I've got to go because I just hurt myself. And I need to take my, well, it wasn't just hurting myself. I hurt myself a couple days ago, and the pain decided to rip through me tonight, and needed to take my medication. Now, that medication my doctor has given me told me only take it at night before you want to go to bed because it's going to put you to sleep, and it does. We have not found it, and it's one that's supposed to not really make you as groggy as other muscle relaxers do. I've not found one muscle relaxer yet that does not make me groggy, so I've only been able to take them at nighttime. So I know if I want to go to sleep, I take one of those. It feels like it's not working, I'll sit down and I will like try and play a game on my phone. Not sit down, but lay down. And the next thing I know, I'm out and the phone is on the floor. So I know I laid down, I turned the lights out. My husband was sitting here. He was still awake, and I don't remember what happened next. So I must have gone out pretty early. Then the phone rang at 10 o'clock this morning. I was groggy, woke me up. But it's a good thing it did, because it's my procedure that I'm supposed to have done in June. And the doctor's going out of town, so they had to reschedule, and they wanted to reschedule it for July. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I have not gotten rid of all the pain from the last pain block. I definitely need this pain block early and not late. So we scheduled it for 2 weeks before. So, which reminds me, if you guys wanted to donate to for the little kids, um, for I am going to forget ADPF, my organization that I help admin the blessings group for, APDF. If you want to donate a crocheted item for a child who is in pain, for APDF, or anything that could go into a raffle so that we can get money to get things that we need for the children who are in pain. And also, it's also going to go for adults who are in pain, but the if you send me things for the kids, those will all go for them. Those will not get put in the raffles. Only if you send things that are not meant for a child, that stuff will go in a raffle. Just wanted to make sure you knew that. And some of them may go, we may have games and things on the blessings page and send them to people who are in pain that are on the blessings page, even though you do not have to be in pain to be on the page. But if we have things like that that are meant for people who are in pain, the other people usually do not try to sign up for them because they have no need for it. So, but anyway, if you want to donate, I now need items by, you can donate all year long. But if you want to donate for the next time that I go down to Indy, let me check the date again real quick because I have already forgotten what time I set this morning. Real good of me, huh? Well, it's because I've had to make another appointment, and that one's for 10:30 tomorrow morning with my back doctor, and I think I'm probably going to end up needing an epidural, so I'm not happy about that. May, June 13th, I will be going down for my procedure, so a little less than a month. So if you want to send me things by then, but then I will also be going down June 28th. So if you're going to send things to me and not to the other person, if you want me to show them on the channel, um, then I need them sent to me like the week before the 13th. And then you would have until like the week before the 28th. I have to have time to tape and show it as well. And then we will drive them down to the lady who will be in charge of all of them. And I have her address or my address. And the way you get those is by emailing me at ajspersonaltouch@gmail.com. So really easy, ajspersonaltouch all together @gmail.com. And there's no apostrophe before the S. So, but what I wanted to ask for those of you who may sew or help, who may mend things, I mend things. I can sew to mend, but this, let me see if I can see what kind of material this is. Can't remember the name. I know it's partly cotton. Let me see if there's another. Stretchy too. This woman uses a lot of this kind of material. That's why I want to. It is imported by, I want the made out of. 94% rayon and viscose. And maybe Principal? Thought it was cotton, but it's not. Main body fabric. Yeah, that not Principal. That's before that. That's part of all the different languages that they write it in. 94% rayon, 3% linen. I'm like, I know there's got to be something else if it's 94%. 94% rayon and 3% linen and 3% spandex. When the kitty got me yesterday, like I said, this is my favorite top. Let me find what side it was on. She put holes in my top. There they are. And I thought it was just one hole until I held it up to show my husband. I thought it was just this big hole here, which you can see. And I know, I'm pretty sure, because the material, that if this gets stretched, it will get bigger. And then, if I can show you, at the top, you can see where her claws went in here as well. Can any of you tell me, if you are sewers, I am afraid that if I try to mend this, at least this one right here, these I may let go for right now because you really can't see them unless it's stretched like that. And if they get to about the size of this one, then I would do something. What I'm afraid of is if I leave this one go, it's going to keep getting bigger. And it's also in a spot where everybody's going to see. But is there any way, if I just take some like white thread, I know it's like half on the white, half on, actually a quarter on the white and the rest on the green, or a third on the white and 2/3 on the green. But if I take that and just take some white thread and sew it up, and I know it's going to look, like a little knot, which I can live with that. I can still wear it like that. See, here's the back. This is one reason why it's my favorite. Isn't that just pretty? I just love this. And I cannot get another one because I got it off QVC from one of my favorite designers on QVC. And that was a couple of years ago. And I just don't have money for clothing right now, or I would go and look and see if she had something else. She's very, I can't remember what her name is, Susan something. She's very big on layering clothing. So I had on my top, do I still have it underneath? No, I took it off. That I wear underneath it, which also has green stripes and white underneath it. They match. It's a little bit darker green. Um, I love her because she tells you to go ahead and layer things, whether or not you think they match or not, because they do end up looking good. Um, yeah. She kind of helps me with my, sometimes I put colors together that people are like, I don't think those will go together. But then when in the end it's like, oh, that does look kind of cool. And she's kind of helped me with that when I look at some of her clothing. Anyway, I digress again. Does anybody know that if I mend that up like that, if it's just going to pull and keep making it bigger? I don't know if I am better to leave it alone or if I should get some of that fabric glue that you can get that helps things not unravel. I can't remember the name of it, but I was thinking of getting some of it for, I can't remember, one of my amigurumis, I think, said you should get it for when I was embroidering some things so that the threads don't unravel. Um, so yeah, maybe it was for my tapestry. Something recommended that I get some, and I didn't at the time because I just secured it as best as I could, but I can't remember what it was. And we're getting long on this now, so I need to jump off of here. Because I gotta glue those. I have things I need to do. I need to get to bed early. Um, let me know if any of you guys have knowledge, if that will make it worse. If I try to just take regular sewing thread and sew it up, or if you think it would be okay. Or if I should get the spray stuff and spray it and then try and sew it up. So let me know. I have some of that spray stuff on my wish list, so I know where to find it. I think I still have it on there. I hope I still have it. Some stuff I took off thinking I really don't need this anymore. But once I find the name, I think the name was Drops or something. I don't know why. I know there's a company named Drops that you can get yarn and patterns from. For some reason, I'm thinking that was the name of this stuff too. But anyway, let me know. And I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to put this up. This was supposed to be short, but yet again, I get off on a tangent. So, yeah. But again, thank you, all of you, for the comments. I've been trying to go through. I know on the collaboration one, I left a lot of hearts instead of answering. But when people were asking me about Halford's name and it was a specific question asking me where it came from, I tried to answer on those. So if you only got a heart from me and you're like, oh my goodness, she's answering other people, but she didn't, answer me, just know that that's what it was. They were asking me about his name. So I wanted to let them know where it came from. And if you happen to wonder too where Halford came from, and if you think we thought of it, or like I've had a couple people say, was your husband a fan of Judas Priest? Because I guess their lead singer must have the last name of Halford. Um, no, to all of those. Halford is a rescue cat. And I told the story before, but my husband came home, saw him on TV, and on the pet of the week and wanted him for his birthday. So we went to the Humane Society and we got him. And from our understanding, the person who was helping us thought that he was brought in because he had an owner who was an older lady who she couldn't remember. She thought maybe went into the nursing home. And we're hoping that's what it was and not the other that could have happened. Um, And so she couldn't take care of him anymore and brought him to the Humane Society to find a home because she couldn't find him a home. So Halford is his name that was given to him by his previous owner. But they still consider him a rescue cat because he was brought there. And plus, I think he was a rescue cat when she got him. So we always our cats come from the Humane Society, from the rescue mission that is here, but we always get cats that need a home. We have never bought any animal from like a pet store. My parents bought one dog that we had from a breeder. Um, and my husband and I, well, my parents gave us this dog. This dog came from a breeder. So they've technically had two that came from breeder, but only one that was paid for. The other one was going to end up in um, the Humane Society if they didn't find it a home. They had two dogs that just were not being picked up. They were still puppies, but they were getting to the age where nobody would buy them. So they were going to end up in the Humane Society. So my dad took one and my brother took the other one. And then right before we had Emily came, actually right after Emily came, was born, not too long after that, they gave us the dog because we totally loved the dog and Emily loved the dog. So, but then we found out I was allergic, so I had to go back to them. And then they were moving, and they were moving into a place with just a small yard. And they ended up they found a farmer who wanted him, and he had acres and acres and acres of land to go and run and be happy and free. And we missed him, but at least we knew that he was happy. So, but yeah, we always try to make sure we get animals from the shelter and or animals that are in need of a home. And yeah, right now I'm looking at joining forces with the Meow Mission and having a shelter put up outside of our house for the feral cats who need homes. We're trying to find a family for the two that we're feeding right now, but we have a lot of feral cats around here and they need taken care of. This whole thing is based on the project where if you spay and neuter them, they will come out, they will capture them, they will take them, they will get them fixed. They have two different vets who work with them that when they are in the wild and they're spayed and neutered, not only will they not have more kittens and keep the colonies growing and growing, but they will take care of each other and they will be nicer to each other and they won't be fighting when they're in heat. So, yeah, we're going to look at having a shelter put in our yard and then we just have to keep it with hay and keep food for the kitties. So, that's my daughter wants to, at some point in time, have a big enough house to have a rescue of her own, or a cat mission house, or whatever she wants to call it. So we'll see how that goes. She gets that heart from me. I taught her to be that way because I would take in every single cat if I can. It just breaks my heart every night when I come in and I have to leave them outside. So I have boxes on the porch for when it rains so they can keep dry. And that's why I also want to get a shelter on the side of the house for them. And any cat that we think that may have had a previous owner, we will always look for their owner. So, with that said, just under an hour, I need to get off of here. Remember, you matter. You all matter to me. And if you need me for anything, send me an email. Oh, and if you join my group, please make sure to answer the questions that are on it. I just had a recent subscriber try to join and I did not realize she was a subscriber until today. I found her name on my subscriber list and I was like, oh my goodness, because I denied her request because I didn't know if it was her. I didn't know if it was somebody who had hacked her account. I didn't know who it was because they did not answer the questions. So please there's three easy things. There's the two questions. How did you find the place? Are you a crocheter or a knitter or what do you do? And then the third one is, will you follow the rules? And that one, I think you just have to click to check it. A lot of people forget to do that one. So I do have to make a separate post so that everybody will sign it that has the rules on it to make sure that you guys see the rules and will follow them. And that's only because I think I have in there no links. But it's important to at least read the rules of a group at least once when you first join in, because not every group has the same rules. But yeah, make sure you answer those. And please, for the person who has not been accepted yet, please come back. I also sent you a friend request today because I sent a message, but we all know on Messenger now for Facebook, if you're not ready friends, it is hard to find those other messages that are sent to you unless you know where to look and you're already looking for them. So if you try to get in and you have not been accepted to the group yet, because it will not send you something saying that you have not been accepted, look and see if I sent you a message in Messenger, or look and see if I sent you a friend request. And if you accept a friend request, then the messages should pop up, I do believe. And you'll be able to see the messages I sent. The first one was saying that I was sorry I could not accept you. The second one is saying I just found that you were a subscriber, and I was really sorry because I went back, and I didn't put this in the message, but I went back to try to see if I could go ahead and accept you now, but they will not let me. You have to try to rejoin the group, or you have to become my friend so I can send you a personal invite. Those are the two ways. If I send you a personal invite, you don't see those questions. But if you join the group without me sending you a personal invite, then you get the questions. So try to join, just answer the questions. And that's for the group on Facebook called AJ's Personal Touch. I have a group and I have a personal business page. Alrighty, that is done. Remember, you matter. You need me, send me an email. And remember always, you are beautiful and you are gorgeous. And for the men out there, you are so handsome. I cannot say this enough. I did not believe it when I was younger. It took my husband and my daughter to get me to believe this. And I know there are a lot of you out there who feel the same way that I used to feel. Remember, everybody is beautiful. Everybody is gorgeous and handsome. Everybody. Everybody. With that said, I am gone for now. I will see you later, maybe even tomorrow if my Joanne's order gets here tomorrow, which I'm sure it's supposed to be here tomorrow. And then I can show you all of, hopefully by then they'll be dry, I can show you all of the stitch markers that I made. And then I can get out all the prizes that need to get out that are sitting here in the packages waiting. With that, I will see you later. Have a great day. Love you guys.